Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Clean Chats and Transit. I'm super excited. I'm elated. Today I think someone is going to change their life forever because we are on a very pivotal topic to all spheres basically. It's a topic that is going to talk about, the fourth industrial revolution and what it has brought, as opportunities for people. I mean, opportunities that are specific for the fourth industrial revolution that we couldn't find in other centuries. So with me, I've got hey, this man is powerful. he's a role model and friend. He's going to introduce himself and then we get this one. My good sir.
Well, okay. Well, a very good afternoon, evening. I don't know if it's morning by the time you're watching this. Quite humbled by the introduction. My name is Uncapped Mokoena, and I'm very huge proponent of etymology in terms of names, my brother. So maybe allow me to elucidate what my name means.
Yes.
So Uncapped is derived from a Tswana name, right? Which then means, should I come closer?
No,
That's fine.
Perfect.
Which means you have captured my heart.
Come on now.
So now my life's journey and duty is to captivate humanity, to transcend into quality thought and thinking. So yeah, I'm elated to be speaking to you and looking forward to exchanging some thoughts.
Come on, man. Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Amazing, man. Come on, that's amazing. That's deep. That's very deep. That's how you introduce yourself. I hope you learned something out there.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at life in general,
yes,
the first prophets in your life, the first prophet in your life is your father or your mother. By them virtue of giving you a name, they have given you identity and purpose. It's very prophetic. A name is prophetic to what you'll be doing in life. Throughout, even in society at large, check people. Your name carries your purpose. In fact, in my language, Lina Kisiromo.
Man, you're tempting me now. You're tempting me to chase rabbits. This guy is tempting. It's a temptation. He's tempting me to chase rabbits, man. My name is Cash Poverty.
Yes, sir.
When you spoke once, I heard you twice.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
To crush it, it's prophetic. It's your name. When your parents are naming you, they are giving you identity.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's how it is. Check, introspect. So it is a curse to live in contradiction to your name.
Come on, man.
I don't know, even if you look at Christians, I'll give you for Christians as well. Christ, his name, I know we call him in English Jesus, but etymologically it comes from the Hebrew word Yeshua. Yah means God, Shua means saves. What did he do? He came to live and to save humanity. That's life.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's like a name is a pulling force. It's an expression of what happened to you in the beginning and also a pulling force for your future.
That's correct, my brother.
Man, listen, I'm willing to chase this rabbit just for a bit.
Okay.
Why do people then what's happening with people naming people? Because I've heard a lot of instances where I talk to a person, they know their name, but then they don't know the meaning behind their name.
Yeah. You see, the problem is if you don't have a destination, you will have no idea which direction to take.
Come on, man.
So I've always said to people that your genesis reveals your revelation to the world. So now if you do not know where you are coming from, you will never know where you are going. So it's very important to be conscious first of self. Why am I here on earth? Why did they give me this name? Because a name carries legacy. A name carries direction. A name carries your destiny. As I said, when your father named you Crush, all right? Crush poverty. In other words, he then bestowed unto you a generational duty to overcome a generational curse.
Wow. He's
Yeah.
now tempting me to expose myself.
Yeah.
At some point in time, I actually negotiated with my father to change the name. I was like, bruh, I had a name in hand that I was
Yes.
proposing. I was like, when people are laughing at me, hey, people are laughing at me, they're separating my name and using and saying, poverty.
Poverty.
No, crash poverty. I'm always explaining. I start of explaining. So I come to the man, I say, no, man, you know what? I know you are a biblical person, you know, and stuff like that. At least use Moses. And then he looked at me.
Yes.
But then when he explained to me at a later stage, I'm not changing
Crash.
this name.
And let me just intercede there.
name.
You say your father's a biblical man.
Yeah.
Why is it that whenever
That guy's a
you
philosopher, man,
yeah, but why is it that whenever humanity
Yeah.
comes in touch with divinity and identity takes place, and they've got to change their names? Why does Abram move from Abram to Abraham? Why does Paul move from Saul to Paul? What is it with names and identity
Come on.
and
man.
destiny?
Like Jacob to Israel.
Exactly.
I do
You
read
see?
the Bible also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is an inclination, there is something there in relation to naming and destiny. Yeah.
Okay, this is better than what
Okay.
I anticipated. This is better than what I anticipated.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm hoping you learned something. So I just noticed that you opened a possibility of someone changing their name even in adulthood.
Yes. Because humanity, and I'll say for as a preacher, humanity can never come in touch with divinity and remain the same.
Come on, man. Okay, that was a mouthful. That was a mouthful. Maybe
Yes.
we're going to rehash maybe sometime.
Yeah.
Allowing, I hope we're going to rehash and really get into depth when it comes to names.
Yes.
Names and how they sort of shape. Because there's this colored guy who was telling me, I had an encounter with a colored guy. He said he actually changed his name because he could see a behavior attached to his name.
Exactly.
He was very rowdy.
Yeah.
He was, infused with the spirit of feud, and he was, he was this war within himself. And he changed his name. He says, I'm seeing life changing and stuff like that. So I'm thinking maybe that's another topic that I'm going to solicit off camera with this man so that we come back to the topic. I think it's awesome. It's amazing.
That's perfect, my brother.
Fourth industrial revolution, man.
Yes.
What are the benefits that we see now that we didn't see then?
Yes. Maybe to give your audience a background.
Come on now.
What is the fourth industrial revolution? All right. It is the introduction and the dominance of the Internet of Things. All right.
Yes.
Your artificial intelligence, your social media use affecting each and every aspect of your life. But as I was preparing for this, Mr. Crush,
Yes, sir.
I thought of something. If we say we've got the fourth industrial revolution, it means we've had 3 other industrial revolutions.
Come on now.
Now, the first 3 industrial revolutions, they required factories and capital. But if you come to the 21st century now, you find that the fourth industrial revolution does not require any factory, does not require any capital, but it actually thrives on ideas
Come on, man.
and data.
Come on.
That is why it has managed to birth what I call new age millionaires who have never entered a lecture hall, who have never entered a university gate as students, because it thrives on what? On data and ideas, not factories. Should I proceed?
Wow. I love that introduction. It's solid. It's solid. We can build a lot from there.
Yes.
Data which does not belong to anyone. It can be used in any way. Proceed, my good sir. Yeah.
I'll tell you now. We are at a very critical stage in humanity's history. I'll speak from a South African perspective. Crash, I'll tell you now, my good sir.
Yes.
South Africa's greatest export is no longer minerals. It is mines.
Come on, man.
South Africa's greatest export as we speak right now is no longer minerals, but mines. But what kind of mines are these in the fourth industrial revolution? These are what I call digitally enabled, socially connected, all right? and that are aware that they can compete with anyone from anywhere, irrespective of where they come from.
Come on, man.
Ask me, how did I get to that conclusion?
Let's get there. How did you get to that conclusion, my good sir?
Mr. Crush Poverty, I'll tell you now. Attention is the new currency.
Come on, man.
See, the greatest commodity today is no longer gas, oil, or gold.
Yeah, man.
But the greatest currency as we speak
Yeah, man.
is attention and data.
Do you do high five?
You see, and I need your audience to get this very important, guys.
Yes, sir.
The greatest commodity as we speak with Mr. Crush right now is no longer oil or gold. It is attention and data.
Come on.
And guess what? Ordinary people are mining it every day. That is why you opened this podcast. That is why you're on TikTok.
Come on.
That is why you're on Instagram. People are mining each and every day, looking for something that will captivate their attention, looking for something that will align with the data that they are looking for. The question is, are you strategically positioning yourself in this? Otherwise, you'll be left behind.
Okay, this is special to me. This is special to me. My silence is not
Okay.
absence. I'm assimilating, man.
Yes.
I recently got a script which says the currency of attention. I haven't released it.
Okay.
And what you just said just confirmed a lot of things, and I'm going to edit and add some stuff on it.
Yes.
So I was talking about I was pivoting from a principle that says what is not seen counts for nothing. So whether you're an athlete, you're gifted, if you sort of encircle it with the mentality that acquired is the only way to exist, then you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. Because whatever is not seen counts for nothing. So I was talking about getting attention, man. Now that you said it, you just triggered me.
My brother, let me intervene there. You know, if people don't realize one thing, they'll be left behind in this upcoming digitized economy. Dear friend, let me tell you something.
And it doesn't confirm that, listen, man, this is, you are you're opening a can of worms.
Yes.
It doesn't authenticate that poor people are bad people. But it points or champions that they may be wrongly positioned in terms of attention.
Yes.
Come on.
I'll tell you now, there's a new elite that is rising. Ask me who they are not.
Yes, sir.
You know who they are not? They are not academically distinguished.
Come on, man.
They are what I call algorithmically literate.
Come on, man.
Say it again.
Algorithmically limited.
Literate.
Literate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are no longer looking for academically distinguished people.
Yes.
Can you finish it? We are looking for people who know algorithmically literate. Attention is the currency. And I hear you speak about opportunities.
Yes.
And I'll lead you on. I know one of the things you want us to discuss is degrees.
Yes.
You know, because I know people are fans of academics and so forth.
Oh, yes.
All right, I am one as well.
Yes.
But let me tell you something now. Degrees no longer define success.
Come on now.
All right?
Yes.
The degrees that we hold as human beings right now, they no longer define success. And I'll tell you why. People need to understand that in the world that we are living in, skills and execution speak louder than a piece of paper.
Come on, man.
That is why a child in Umlazi, right now in KwaZulu-Natal, with a smartphone,
yes,
all right, and access to YouTube,
yes,
can easily outperform a person who holds an MBA.
Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? But then I want to sort of maybe pivot to say, is it not also an age where the poor can become poorer by not implementing what's relevant and what's relevant and also readily available?
Yes.
Because as much as it is easy for you to do something, it's very easy for you to ignore it.
Yes.
There are some people who are trying to make money, in the fourth industrial revolution, but standing in the first, second, and third industrial revolution. And there are some people who are trying to raise kids who are going to be successful. I'm talking about your parents, your guardians, who are trying to help people in the fourth industrial revolution without immersing their minds in the fourth industrial revolution. How possible is that?
Yeah, those are the conservatives, who still hold on to the traditional systems. But I want to address your question on poverty and the poorer getting poorer and the richer getting richer. I don't want to go into the politics of capitalism and socialism, but I'll say this. For me, I think the introduction of the fourth industrial revolution has an opportunity, all right, has given us an opportunity to go on a level back. I'll tell you, as I told you now, my bro.
Yes.
Think about it. That young man in Umulazi has a smartphone. And has access to YouTube. Do you know that guy can easily outperform a person who holds an MBA when it comes to solving real life problems?
Come on, man.
Did you realize that? And that's what I'm saying now. I know universities are restrictive. No one affords to go to university. Can you agree? Not everyone affords to go. So my view is universities are no longer the gateways for success. You know what it is? Creativity, adaptability, and digital fluency.
Wow.
And everyone in the world can be creative. Everyone in the world can be adaptable, and they can accumulate digital fluency. I don't know what is stopping us then.
I see a possibility of a very a very dangerous conundrum for a person who's not willing to change, because now they stand a chance of being jealousy of someone whom they considered illiterate now taking the front seat. But then I see also an added advantage to a person who's got academia on their side, but also a flexible mindset. I think they become a bullet. Now this speaks to us, maybe correct me when I'm wrong.
Yes.
This speaks to us not pouring contempt on academia, but saying now the induction of the fourth industrial revolution and an opportunity to grow can become power as long as you are flexible with a good attitude.
Yes, I agree.
Did I say it right?
Yes. We are not saying people should disregard their jobs now.
Okay.
But we're saying people should monetize their wealth of knowledge outside their 9 to 5. Because the reality is, once the fourth industrial revolution kicks in optimally, many jobs are going to become redundant.
Wow.
But I'll get to that point.
Yes.
I agree with the people where you're saying that competition, people might be feeling jealous, might be feeling useless. Yes. If you're not digitally literate, you're not going to be part of the upcoming economy. Man, I was reflecting. Do you know a person in Soweto right now, Naledi, Middlelands, Orlando West, that person right now can sell digital art to someone in Germany, Europe, to someone in Canada, North America, without having to leave their house.
Yes.
They can use an app. I think there's an app called Fiverr.
Yes,
you can build an e-commerce business and still operate in an economy. So what is stopping you?
What is stopping
My brother,
you?
There's a Japanese concept called Ikigai. All right? Ikigai is what has helped me to find my purpose in life. I know my purpose. It's accumulation of information and the articulation thereof.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, So Ikigai asks you a question. What are you good at? All right? What does the world need? And how can you use that which you are good at to address the needs of the world?
Come on, man.
We are
Ikigai,
done.
how do you spell it?
Ikigai. I-K-I-G-A-I.
I cannot let this man go without spelling it, because he's dropping gold bars and you need to receive it. I'm going to enjoy watching this.
Yes.
I'm going to enjoy watching this.
Thanks, brother. So I'm telling you, do that. I advise your subscribers to do that.
Yes.
Go do that. Go reflect. What am I passionate about? All right? What am I good at?
Come on, man.
All right? What does the world need?
Come on, man.
And how can I use that which I'm good at to address the need. Because whatever the world needs, the world is prepared to pay for. And I say to people,
I'm getting tired of high five. I'm getting tired. If it was COVID, then the sanitizer would be almost halfway. Yes, you're still shooting, man.
Yes. So I'm saying, I believe personally, and I'm only 23, my brother. Ne?
Yes, sir.
But I'm at a point in time where I believe that when God gave you a talent, it was a means of sustaining you without having an intermediary between you and God.
Come on, man.
So your gift that God has given you is God's sustenance plan for your own life, without having to depend on a system.
Come on. And then overflow benefit for others, because how I feel right now, I'm benefiting, and I know some people are going to benefit. So come on, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I don't know. I just went out of my way. So that's what I'm saying. So we need to understand that He who has given us teeth will definitely give us food to chew on.
Yes.
And we need to take a time and ask my brother, and I'm very passionate about the fourth industrial revolution. I say to you, Mr. Crush, that attention is the new oil. You know, a lady on TikTok, just cooking on TikTok, and the video goes viral.
Yes.
Do you understand what kind of opportunity that gives her? Number one, from just creating a video on TikTok in Limpopo, what happens for you is you have now the opportunity to start a cooking masterclass.
Wow.
Number two, you have an opportunity now to start a catering company. There's an oak in the Free State, my bro, who's gaming. I think there's an app called Twitch. Just streaming, playing FIFA. You all of a sudden have an opportunity to open a company, a business that teaches people how to play. What am I saying to you, dear friends? The fourth industrial revolution has created what I call a model where relatability and consistency can be seen to be as lucrative as being brilliant.
Come on, man.
I'll say it again. Relatability.
Yes, sorry.
It's what you're doing, but I'll use your concept. You know, in your vision, how many people use Uber? How many people are on cars? Then you know, okay, maybe I can just have someone in the car talking about the experiences.
Yes.
And while people are sitting and on their rides,
without wasting their time.
You see?
Without taking any of their time, but taking them from point A to their destination.
That's relatability.
Yes, sir.
That's relatability. And you are able now to monetize on relatability. Because what we have today is individuals who are data miners. We are mining this data. They want to relate, and attention merchants.
Wow.
So yeah, that's it.
What's the problem in relation to being a relic of the past to a person who's not willing to flex up to the fourth industrial revolution? Because I see possibilities. Maybe just to throw in one that I see. I see some people having an attitude of hating people that are rich, without them sort of tracing where they are taking their riches. Listen, someone is making money in their own home. So now, because you are not flexible enough to relate, first glance you see this person, because now the other industrial revolutions have sort of left a trace of you rating people based on being able to trace where they are coming from, which is academia. They must do this and they must do this. You are not well aware of the parts that remain untrodden, which are only presented by the fourth industrial revolution. What are the dangers of people who are in that situation, who are not willing to change? Do they not risk hating people?
No, not only that. They don't only risk hating people. They risk losing their livelihood.
Come on, man.
All right? Because look what happened to the post office in South Africa.
Oh, yes.
Did they know that Take a Lot is going to come? Huh?
Wow.
What's happening to taxis?
Yes.
They are fighting Ubers, and they are fighting a changing system. So what happens is they will live in regret. You know, there's a saying, man, I don't know what it says, right? Those who fail to prepare
Yes.
are preparing
To fail.
to fail.
Yes.
So at this point in time, you can hate and so forth, but the reality is the world is moving towards a certain trajectory. I'll show you now. Do you know new age millionaires are no longer found in boardrooms, but they are found on online platforms.
Come on, man.
And for me, Mr. Crush, I'll say it now. All right? As South Africa, we are at a very unique intersection where you have a high unemployment rate amongst the youth,
yes,
but also a high digital opportunity.
Come on, man.
Maybe
What you just unraveled now is an opportunity to win big and to fail big.
Yes. What I said, yes. So there is a high unemployment, but what they don't realize is there's a high digital opportunity. Maybe the solution is not in finding jobs, but in creating platforms and a gig ecosystem that never existed 5 years ago.
Come on.
My brother, and I'll speak on behalf of content creators. We need to leverage relatability and monetize it.
Yes.
My brother, that's where we are going. I'll emphasize this. It's attention. How long?
Yes.
How many times are people on TikTok?
All the
on
time.
YouTube,
every time,
on Google,
more than required,
exactly,
more than necessary.
Check your screen time now.
More than necessary.
Yes, because
actually, if I get my phone right now, I'll get caught up. Because there's always something to catch my attention.
Exactly.
More than required, man.
So where's the economy?
It's over there.
The economy is there.
Okay.
The attention is there.
Come on.
Ask yourself a question today, based on the skills. Based on the skills that I have, how can I leverage this? Because now you see the audience has moved from the ground.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And it has now moved where? Towards the digitalized world.
This guy is making me think too much. I'm sweating inside. I'm sweating on the inside. Now, what you just highlighted, let me put it in my own words.
All right.
You just highlighted that you first spoke about names, and I think that was pivotal.
Yes.
Now, names are sort of attached to destiny and purpose. And you also narrated the meaning of your name.
Yes, sir.
Which is beautiful. And you also, chained it with an app that you can actually ask in terms of your abilities, and so that you can identify your purpose. Now, what I've seen, maybe for those who are using social media, remember there is use also and misuse.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people flooding towards one thing that is being done by quite a number of people. I'll give an example. Let's say someone dances and everyone wants to dance. How do we then diversify within this opportunity, this grand opportunity of the fourth industrial revolution, to say, okay, when I'm coming here, whatever I'm doing is going to be laced with my uniqueness.
All right,
if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
How do we not all rush to dancing? Because what I've noticed is that with what I'm doing right now, someone said to me, I don't know how true it is, because I don't know how to respond to praise, and I fumble. I just don't know what to do with it. Someone said, you know what, I haven't seen a lot of people doing this. And I was happy because I took it as a compliment to say that, you know what, it is laced with sort of my purpose, which is unique. How do we run away from flooding and following other people also in social media?
If I hear your question right, my brother, you're asking me, how can I run away from being a duplicate?
Okay.
And rather go to being a peculiar person?
That is
what you're saying?
No other way, like you put it the best way.
You see, there's a character in the Bible that I love, Daniel.
All right.
The Bible says Daniel had an excellent spirit in him, and therefore he was preferred above all other presidents and princes. Whether you're a Christian or not, but here's a life lesson here. You see, many of us are stuck in life because whenever key decision makers in our lives have got to give us an opportunity and they compare us with our counterparts, they find out that instead of us being peculiar, we are duplicates.
Come on.
Now, an excellent spirit means you are distinguished and you are set apart, and therefore you are irreplaceable. It makes me think of my grade 10 class when I learned about economics. You know what makes a resource valuable is scarcity. And what I say to you right now, if you're contemplating on joining the dancing and whatever the case might be, you need to ask yourself, is this which I'm doing rendering me inimitable and non-substitutable?
Come on, man.
That's the basics of life. Whenever you engage in something, ask yourself, am I rendering myself as being one who's inimitable? In other words, no one can do what I do. Number two, they can never replace me even if they want. Then you've got your market. That's what we need to think of in that context. So my personal view, I hate duplication. Rather be peculiar. Because man, I know many people are believers, eh? So I say to people, how do you claim to know such an extraordinary God, yet you are living such an ordinary life? How do you preach the one who's known to excel, yet you are known as one who fails?
Come on, man, you're stressing me.
Daniel. The king says, this guy, man, he's so peculiar, man. He's so different. Yeah?
Wow.
You see, the reason why you will be demoted is because you are like the rest.
Wow.
But the reason why you'll be promoted in life is because you are different.
Come on, man. Like, this is a principle. It's a life principle. It's a life principle. Listen, I've seen lawyers.
Yes.
Amongst lawyers. I've seen teachers among teachers. Like this guy that you just spoke about, Daniel, was not studying any different curriculum compared to the other guys. What other thing can you say made him peculiar?
You see, the Bible says this man prayed 3 times.
Yeah, man.
Okay? Please take note, Mr. Crash. Come on, sir. Daniel prayed 3 times. And you see, the problem with modern day believers, we want the benefits of the ancient without the responsibilities of the ancient.
Believers, there you go.
Here's the thing. Daniel was not a visitor of God's presence. Daniel was an inhabitant of God's presence. In other words, a vertical relationship with divinity will always set you up for a horizontal relationship with humanity.
Come on, man.
So the problem is we first want horizontal success, but with no vertical alignment.
Come on, man. Okay, you know what?
So Daniel was effective in public because he was disciplined in private.
Come on, man. Are you saying that 10% of execution can be a reflection of 90% of preparation?
That's correct, my brother. I don't want to even add.
Listen, guys, we're not being all spiritual and stuff only here. I believe that a principle is a prototype of another principle. Principles are prototypes of other principles. Whether you're dancing on TikTok, what he's saying is that let it come from your...
Honor your secret place.
Come on,
whatever your secret place
come from your own fountain.
Have a secret place, my brother. That's what I love. That I learned from David. In order for you to be effective in public, be disciplined in private.
Come on, man.
You see, they wanted to find ways. Man, integrity is very important, but anyway, it's fine. Before they think we deviate. I want to speak about this as well. And we're not saying people should leave their workplaces. Back to fourth industrial revolution as we conclude, right? You see, your digital footprint, my good sir, says so much. All right? So I do legal consultancy.
Oh, yes.
And I also do recruitment consultancy for one of the hugest recruitment companies in the world in Ireland. There's something that I want to say to you now.
Yes.
that your social media
Yes.
is your new CV.
Come on, man.
Your social media is your new CV. Companies are no longer interested about where you studied. They want to know,
what are you doing on social media? Listen, what you are unraveling.
Man, people are hiring based on presence, proof, and effectiveness.
I want to come to a grassroots level.
Yes.
People are comering based on social media. They'll check you out. What are you doing? Who are you? What's your history and stuff like that?
Yes. You see, a strong personal brand is very critical, my brother.
Wow.
All right? Because you are representing a company at this point in time.
Wow.
So based on your digital footprint,
wow.
Are you an asset or are you a liability to my company?
To my company, yes.
And I want to encourage the folks out there here as we conclude.
Yes.
Start treating your side hustles as MBAs.
Okay. Come on.
Very important.
Okay.
My brother, my sister, I want to say this.
Yes, sir.
Whether you're running a small business on Instagram, on Shopify, never underestimate the real-time skills they're equipping you with.
Come on, man.
Because now you know operations, you now know customer service, you now know supply chains, all right? You now know logistics based on that. So the thing is now, you can use those skills to equip yourself, whether you want to quit your 9 to 5 or you want to be ready for this upcoming economy.
Yes.
Build your platforms. They are not only for expression, even this. The next 5 years, this will not only just be an expression platform, but your equity to the world.
I've got 2 questions in closing, because I know someone is challenged as I am challenged right now. Like, the first question is, someone is saying, I don't have time because my 9 to 5 is taking all my time. And then second question is, maybe let's tackle this first question and then we'll go to this next question.
I don't think people don't have time. You see, I said this morning to a friend of mine, I said, it's not that you are lazy.
Yes.
You are just overwhelmed and disorganized.
Okay.
Trust me, the time that you spend on your social media can be turned into something of value. Instead of you scrolling effortlessly, all right? Try to think, even if it's just for an hour, my brother. I have an idea that I'm about to start now, that I thought of, you know?
I'm curious. I'm going to ask him off camera.
Yes. All right. So what I'm saying, don't quit your 9 to 5, but start investing in your knowledge and ask yourself, how can I monetize this which I specialize in wherever you are to benefit me directly?
Are you indirectly saying that a person must use their 9 to 5 as a fuel to their projection?
In fact, use your 9 to 5. In fact, no. Yes. Your 9 to 5 is in the present.
Okay.
But what we are talking about now is preparation for your future. So invest in the 4th industrial revolution for the sake of your future.
So the second question. What was the second question now?
Sorry, brother.
I was so invested in what you were saying, man. Like, the second question is that having the paradigm shift, much more quickened than the other industrial revolutions, first, third, and second. Remember, the first industrial revolution up to the third, you could do something for a very long time. Let me give you an example. When you speak of your music, in the late 90s and even before, celebrities would last even longer. Because like they would take all the space, they'll be known for a very long time. But today, you are relevant tomorrow you're gone. Next year you are gone. How does a person who has started now, using just a bit of AI and the benefits that are found in the 4th industrial revolution, make sure that they do not become the relic of the past? You mentioned something, man. For example, which space was social media first? before any other space came. I think it was MySpace,
yeah.
but we don't have it now. How do you now keep up the pace so that you're not discouraged in a few moments to come?
I say it to you, my brother. The gateway to success. All right? Here it is.
Yes.
Adaptability. How do you adapt to the current narrative lest you be reviewed as redundant? Number 2, creativity. Again, so you cannot be doing the same thing that you did last year when the audience has changed. Remember, the reason why you want to make profit, all right, is because society, you see, here's the basis of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
It's when you have seen that there is a problem,
okay,
and what influences the advent of your company is you being a solution. It's very important.
Come on.
So how can you provide a solution whereas there's no problem for it?
Okay.
So every time you strategize in life, you ask yourself, what is the problem?
Yes.
And how can I be the solution to it? Creativity and adaptability. And very important, digital fluency. Always check what is the audience prone to. And I'm not saying conform. You see, it's strategy, man. It's what you call market penetration that people don't always see. All right? People will think
you keep triggering thoughts. Because what I'm thinking right now, you just triggered another thought in my mind to say, okay, if you're saying like be the solution, be a solution seeker. You know, with the advent of the fourth industrial revolution, was the advent of more problems because of more creativity. Seemingly, creativity brings problems. So the problems, the one who's a problem seeker is never going to run out. Come on.
So always check, my bro. What is the problem here? Then you come with the solution. Life will be so amazing. I think we've been stuck in corporate mentality, which is the new age slavery. All right? So now you got to think and say, hey, man, the fact that you're employed, by the way, it shows that you actually have the solution. But unfortunately, you have diverted from your mission in order to advance another man's mission. Yeah.
All right.
So that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, this was one of the best. This was one of the best. I love a person's mind more than anything else.
Yes, sir.
And from what I got, he's very young now. I'm way older than him. but I love his mind. I love his mind. He mentioned his age. You say 26, eh?
No, 23. 2001.
23, man.
Yes,
I know
most people won't believe me. Yeah.
I know it doesn't. But this is a testament to investing in your mind. You know, you can achieve a lot.
Yeah.
Guys, be challenged. I know you're challenged. Don't be intimidated. I warn you, don't be intimidated, because there's a chance of being intimidated sometimes when you see your age group. You know, I think intimidation is the basis of beginnings.
Yes, sir.
Because I just wanted to give you another example. You know, I've not always been, you know, well spoken.
Yes,
I'm one person who would easily run out of words, and then as I got into the vicinity of presentations, I know, you know, sometimes I do a bit of presentations.
Yes.
I would be scared out of my skin when I'm matched with a person that I think is better than myself. But then with starting, you know, the response or the reciprocation from audiences, I noticed that they reciprocated to the person and also to myself, of which I was satisfied with the reciprocation.
Yes.
So I learned a lesson that intimidation is a very good place to start. Actually, you must seek people that are going to intimidate you, because those that do not intimidate you are telling you that they are not at your level. They're at a lower level. So whenever you are intimidated, you know that you're growing. You know that you're learning. So I'm warning your age mates.
Yes, sir.
From being intimidated. I've seen a lot of intimidating things, man. Social media, you see a person, they look more beautiful than you, they look more astute than yourself, and then you're intimidated. It's okay to be intimidated because it's a good start.
Yes, sir.
My good say you're parting shots, man.
No, maybe we'll come back one day and talk about tangible actually opportunities
Yeah.
that you can start with from today. From your Coursera's, from your AI tools, from your coding, the in-depth thing that you can set yourself apart so that once this economy, this system will collapse, all right? And you're going to get into a digitized economy and you better prepare yourself. So yeah, we'll come back and all the best, my brother. I'm happy that you've started
comment
this.
here. Your comments are going to determine whether we're bringing this one to you. I'd love to, but comment on the comment section, and then it's going to fuel also us coming through. If you want to see this man, which I do want to see him also, if you want to see him again on whatever you want to, maybe a question, just put on the comments, and then we're going to take it from there. Yes,
I depart with a quote by Sir Francis. He says, "Disturb us, Lord, whenever we are too well pleased with ourselves. Disturb us, Lord, whenever we have reached the shore because we sailed too close to the sea. Disturb us, Lord, when with the things and the abundance of the world we have stopped to dream of eternity. Disturb us, Lord."